All right, so today we're going over the bullish and bearish engulfing candle scanner, and we want to show you best practices on how to use it, as well as what looks good on the chart when this pops up. So we don't just blindly take scan results without really doing the due diligence. So here's the checklist I've made for the engulfing candle scanner. We do want to make sure the candle closes near the highs or the lows. So if it's engulfing bullish, we want to make sure it's at the highs towards the end of the day. If it pulls back too much, it may not even engulf for the overall day. So we might want to make sure we don't take plays that don't really close as engulfing candles. We want to make sure it's hitting a new high on the week or the month. Obviously the day, we want to make sure it makes a new high on the day. And then you want to make sure the candle body is 2 to 3 times bigger than some of the previous ones. So this tells us momentum and strength has just entered on that candle. And then lastly, we want to go with the trend, not against it. So if we're in a downtrend and we engulf for a bullish candle, we don't really want to trust that too much. You can play it, but I'm going to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setups here, and we'll just talk through if any of these hit the criteria. First one up is AI. You can see it closes engulfing. So it engulfed the last 3 or 4, even 5 candles on the bottom. This one is going against the trend. So it is 2 times, 3 times larger than those candles. So it is meeting most of the criteria. It's making a new high on the day, on the week, not the month. But it is going against the trend. So it's going to be hard to get this to continue. As you can see by this setup right here, we do sometimes get continuations very easily when this happens. But in a downtrend going against the trend, it's not as easy to get that continuation. AON, you can see here, this one is engulfing. The body's not 2 to 3 times bigger. We're not making a new high on the week or the month. This is actually inside a lot of the action. So for this one, it'd be really great to just put on your alert and wait for it to break the highs of whatever number that is. So that one, again, too tiny, not making a new high, no conviction. BBBY, this is a short squeezer. Again, downtrend, engulfing, not closing at the highs. We want to make sure these candles close towards the highs, because then tomorrow we have a higher chance of continuing. If we form a wick, it's going to be not as easy to gap up tomorrow and run. Etsy, I know this one's bad. I already looked at it. This one is not making a new high compared to yesterday. It didn't close above the high of yesterday. It didn't truly engulf either. This is an inside candle if we just look at the bodies. So the bodies there just didn't prove to have any continuation. And then MT, there's one that is engulfing just like the previous one we saw. This is not making new highs on the week or the month, so we don't want to take this blindly. We just want to set our alerts and wait for a breakout. So that was engulfing right there. I do want to show you one that kind of made sense. This is Home Depot. It met every criteria minus the trend. It was going against the trend. So we do have a pullback and continuation the next day. So Home Depot is a great one. mRNA hit the scanner. You can see mRNA engulfed those 2 previous ones and ran all day long. So this is a textbook engulfer. It basically shows what happens when everything lines up. You get the massive run, and this is what 1,000% looks like same day on a Monday, which is crazy. So there's bullish and bearish engulfing, and that's how we look at them. So just flip it upside down if you're curious what happens with the bearish ones.